So, Madiba would have been locked in here for how many hours a day?
If you're talking the 60s and it's not a working day,
yes,
you're talking 23 hours.
23 hours in.
Yeah.
To say that we are renewing ourselves. All the debt that was in the ANC, you have seen all of it, it has went next door. It is no longer with us. We are a cleaner ANC, and the renewal project of the ANC.
Happy birthday, happy birthday. SD thinks he's in prison. Look at him today. Yeah. Only the DSD won. I mean, she's the real birthday girl. Right. And this is where he spent quite a number of years.
Quite a number, about 12 years in this particular cell.
This is almost 2 meters by 3 meters.
That's right.
Spending the rest of your life.
Yeah, Fundo. See this clear. Yes.
Yeah, I want to measure this.
Can we live here for an hour?
I think you must spend an evening here. President, I think you must spend an evening in the cell.
Yes.
But we'll give you the key so you can release yourself.
What you actually see inside there is what was the standard issued to every prisoner on arrival. We are talking the 1970s.
So, Madiba would have been locked in here for how many hours a day?
If you're talking the 60s and it's not a working day,
yes,
you're talking 23 hours.
23 hours in
yes. It was only from around 1967 when they were allowed on Saturdays to engage in sporting activities. Before that, if it's not a working day, 23 hours in the cell.
And initially you couldn't even read?
Yes, they had no access to
so you were all on your own?
Yes. Yes.
Doing nothing for 23 hours.
And there was a time, that period of the 60s, when the windows were actually welded onto the window frames. You could not open them. You can see, if you look close on these.
And the only ventilation was through this.
That's right.
This bar.
Actually, this would be closed as well when you are in your cell.
Yes.
And they didn't have the wooden doors. They had steel doors in the 60s.
Okay, so President will allow you to go into the cell.
Yes, I'd like to go into the cell.
I will see you after the run.
Yes.
The honor of releasing Mandela. I wonder who's going to have the honor of locking him up.
And you have the honor of
and it's a double lock.
Yeah.
Double lock. This is a master key.
Yes.
Not that fake key which they were trying to auction in New York. Yes. So go in, Mr. President, I'm sure.
The ANC is going back to churches. The ANC is going back to all corners of society to say that we are renewing ourselves. All the debt that was in the ANC, you have seen all of it, it has went next door. It is no longer with us. We are a cleaner ANC, and the renewal project of the ANC will be fully led and be implemented by the ANC Youth League, because there is no renewal without the Youth League leading the renewal project, because it's only the Youth League that can be able to fully deliver the renewal agenda of the African National Congress and totally deliver our people to economic freedom now, not later, because poverty is the enemy of our people, and we fought for a total liberation because we're fighting against those that oppressed us and depositioned us from our land and all economic activities of our own country. Thank you very much, President.
It is important to reflect how far have we traveled in ensuring that the freedoms are realized and that equality is overcome. We know that there's much more to be done, but certainly were it not for the fact that the people of South Africa gathered through the priests, through the chiefs, through professionals, through workers, the landless people, gathered on the 8th of January in Bloemfontein at a church called Vryhoek Church to establish the ANC, for the ANC to be that force at the disposal and in the hands of the South African people to unite African people, particularly black people in general and the Africans in particular, to unite the oppressed, to unite colored peoples, to unite Indian peoples, African people, white people, to have a democratic nation. That is why it was founded. It was founded so that there can be equality and so that all people can enjoy equal freedoms. And so as we reflect today, as we celebrate the birthday of the ANC,